Hello crafty friends, this card is inspired from an episode of Craft Roulette, where I will tell more at the end of the episode. Here I am ripping paper. Now I used paper that has a white core so that I could get the white marks when you rip it, because I feel like that looks like the water that splashes up on the beach. Ripping them in the right spots because I wanted 2 layers so it looked like the waves were lapping up. And then next I'm going to add the stamps that I had cut out and see if the placement is where I want them. I put a surfboard there, but then I ended up not using it because I thought it was too much on the card. But I'm placing everything that I like on the card, seeing if I like it, and then I'm going to go ahead and start coloring. Here I am looking through my Oohoo marker charts to see what colors the lifeguard stand. I'm pausing the video here just to remind you, if you like my video, to please like and subscribe and ring that bell if you want notifications. Back to the video. So now I'll be coloring in my image with the colors that I picked with Oohoo markers. Craft Roulette is a really fun YouTube channel and website where every Friday night they spin a wheel and they pick 4 parameters from what the wheel says, and then you have to make a card to go along with those. You should tune in and they'll explain it to you much better than I am. But I'm following guidelines for them, which is this week, Slimline card, colors mountain, and then I have to use a flotation or float and water. So I decided to go with a beach theme. I thought colors on the coast with mountains. So right now I'm coloring in, and I'm gonna skip ahead with some music. stamp, a little sandcastle, and then the stamp set has some little shells and little sort of texture that I'm adding. I end up covering that one up with a sentiment. I wasn't really sure yet where I was putting the sentiment, and then I just did that in archival ink. It was the color I already had out. And now I'm cleaning my stamps off, and then I will be getting this sentiment. I have a bunch of sentiments pre-stamped on little die-cut flags, and I'll be getting that in a moment. And I end up putting it right over one of those textures that I added. So I'm going to glue them down. I'm happy with what I have. And I try to put enough glue so that when you mail it, it doesn't start to peel up. So I try to get the ends glued down. And that is art glitter glue. I've kind of been going back and forth between that and Barely Art glue. They're both pretty good. I haven't decided which one I like more. That is a little stamp of sea grass I thought was cute, so I'm going to put that at the end of the little building, and then two seagulls that are tiny, but they're so adorable. I love the seagulls. And I just added a little bit of gray to them. And then that one for flying over. And then now I'll be adding my sentiment. I want it to be really simple. This can be my stash. Could be a birthday card, could just be a simple thinking of you kind of card. So I didn't put a sentiment on that was designating either one. I thought it was really cute. Oh, that's right. I also add, because one of the parameters was floating. Even though I have that little life saver, I thought, oh, let's add a little die cut sailboat that I had out in the distance. That's definitely floating. And then I think I'll be adding my sentiment. I think that's the last thing I did with this card. Yes, I went and got it, and I'm going to add it. I'm going to cut the end off because it's a little long to fit where I want it. Of course, now it's over that stamp, but it almost completely covers it, so it didn't bother me. And I really like the way that the ripped paper looks. I think that looks like the waves, and it was super simple. Right now I'm just finishing up by gluing down, because I put a very little bit of tape to make sure the paper was straight. So then I like to glue down my corners just to make sure that the paper doesn't come up. And so I don't bend the paper, I like to use that little pick that I have. I actually got that from the dollar store. I had fun making this card. I haven't actually been able to use these stamps yet. So when those parameters came up, I right away thought of this stamp set. And that's done. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.